Consider the following cost and benefits of the project ABC given below, and you had enough time to go through this. Fill in the blank boxes given. So discount rate for cost 12%. So you can see that this question is slightly different. Usually they give only one discount rate for both cost and benefit. But this question for cost discount rate is 12, for benefits discount rate is 8. Okay. So that is also natural because usually you know that when you take a loan, you need to pay higher interest. But when you deposit money, they pay you lesser interest rate. Lesser interest rate. So therefore, for cost higher, it's like loan. For benefits lesser. So that is normal, right? So that is how the banks operate. So therefore, they have given you two in discount rates. Right. So this is 0, that means initial cost. So initial cost, obviously the discount factor is 1. Okay, discount factor is 1. And these are the cost: 240,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Okay. So discount factor they have given. Okay. So this is benefits: 0, 100,000, 350,000, 400,000. Right. So your first task is calculate the discount factor. Then calculate the discounted value. Discounted cost means present values. Present values. Again, for this one also, first calculate the discount factor because they have given two different rates. Then the discounted benefits. Then you can calculate the net values. Net values. And then total of this net value is your net present value. Okay. Right. So how do you calculate these discount fact values? So you can see they have not given you any formulas. So they assume that you know the formula. Okay. Right. So this is the formula we use. Future value equal present value 1 plus r to the power n. Okay. 1 plus r to the power n. So therefore, discount factor is 1 plus r to the power n. Right. So present value is future value into 1 plus r to the power, 1 plus r to the power minus n. Because what we need is a present value. What we have is the future value. So after 2 years, you get this much. After 3 years, you get this much and so on. So we need to find the present value. So therefore, this is the formula you need to find. You need to use. And your task is finding the present value. They have given you the future values. But first you need to find the discount factor. 1 plus r to the power minus n. Okay. 1 plus r to the power minus n. Okay. So let's calculate. 1 plus r to the power minus n. So this is for cost. 1 plus r to the power minus n. Or 1 over 1 plus r to the power n. Okay, so that is another way of looking at it. So when this is 0, n is 0, for any value, 0th power is 1. So therefore it is 1 divided by 1, 1. Anyway, that is 1. Because this is current cost. Your future is also present. Future is also present because this is at the beginning of the project, you have this cost. So therefore, you don't need to convert it to present because this cost happened at the present. So present is at the beginning of the project because we do this calculation at the beginning of the project. So therefore, discount factor is 1 because n is 0. 0th power is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. But you need to calculate these things. Right. So at the end of 1 year, it is 1 plus, remember for cost, discount rate is 12%. So that is 0.12 to the power 1. To the power 1. So I think they don't allow you to use calculators. You can see any electronic devices capable of, sorry, I think they allow you to use a calculator, but not the programmable calculators. Okay, because that is why they say electronic devices capable of storing and retrieving text, right? Non-programmable calculators are allowed. So just check when they give you the admissions, they will tell you whether calculators are allowed or not, and for which subject calculators are allowed. So anyway, you can take your calculators maybe for all the subjects, but anyway, you don't need calculators for any other subject. Only subject you need a calculator is project management, but double check with the admission whether they allow it or not. You can see clearly because they tell it with your admission. And if you're not very sure, you may even call UCSC and double check. Especially for project management, check whether non-programmable calculators are allowed. If allowed, make sure you take a non-programmable calculator. Right? Scientific is okay, but non-programmable scientific calculator. Okay. So therefore, I will also use my calculator because calculators are allowed. Okay, so I'll take my Windows calculator. Right, so this is 1.12, right? 101.12, 10 value. That is 10x. Yeah, this one. That is 0.89. So 8928 means I will take it as 0.89 or 893. Right? 89 no 893. So you can decide how many decimal places you go. Usually 2 decimal places is enough, but make sure you do it proper rounding. If this is something like 7, it must be 90. And so therefore it is 0.89. Okay. So then what about this? That is n is 2. That is 101.0. That is 101 plus 0.12 to the power 2 or 101.12 to the power 2. So we'll calculate that and put it there. So this is basically 1.12 square and then 1 no value. 1 no value. That is 0.797 means this is basically 0 because 7 is bigger than 5. That is 0.8. Or I don't know, for some reason examiner has taken it as 0.79, but ideally it must be, you can see it's not 0.79, it must be 0.8. But anyway, examiner has not properly round it. Okay, that is how you get it. Right. What about the next one? It is 3 years, so therefore this is 3. That is 1.12 power of 3, then take the 1 more value. That is 0.71. Right, so now you got it. Okay. So that is the discount factor. Now you need to multiply this value by this. Of course, that is same. Then 50,000 by 0.89. Right. Say 50,000 by 0.89 discount factor, which is 44,500 and so on. So this 50,000 by 0.79. So that means this 50,000 cost after 1 year is something like right now costs 44,500. So this is the present value. Discounted cost means present cost, present value of the cost. So this 50,000 cost after 1 year is something like 44,500 cost now. This 50,000 cost is something like now 39,500 cost. This 60,000 cost is after, that happens only after 3 years, but it's something like now cost is, if this, it is something like a cost 42,600 happening now. Now you can add those things and calculate the total discounted cost. Okay. So this is a very famous question. About every 2-3 years, you get this kind of question. So then you can calculate the discount factor separately for benefits. For that, you need to use 0.08. Sorry, 0.8. 0.8. Sorry, 0.08, not 8. 8 divided by 100. Okay, this is 100. So this is 0.12. This is 0.08. 0.08 ගන්න. So then 1 over 1 plus 0.8 is 1 plus 0.8 is 1.08. That is 1 over 1.08. Okay, so what is that? 1.08, 1 over value. That is 0.92. Actually, it must be 0.93. 0.93. So similarly, square of that, cube of that, you calculate these values. So at the beginning, no benefit. So therefore, though discount factor is 1, the discounted benefit is 0. This is 100,000 into 0.93, 350, blah, blah, blah. And this is discounted cumulative benefits. And your NPV value is difference between these two. Of course, it is a positive value because more benefits than the cost, discounted cost. And that is this difference between these two. Okay. And here you can calculate the individual at the end of the first year difference between this cost and benefit, which is negative. But here the difference is positive. Cost is 44,500, discounted cost, discounted benefit is 48,000. Sorry, the discounted benefit is 93,000. This is 44,500. Cost benefit 93,000. So therefore difference is positive 48,500. So that is how this row is calculated. Again, this one is 42,600 minus. Sorry, not 42,000. Discounted cost is yes 42,600. That is 316,000 minus 42,600. That is 273,000. So if you add these two, again you must get the same. And this is cumulative benefit minus cost. So this is same as this. This is this and this added. So this is negative, this is positive. That is why still it is negative. So this is this and this added. Of course, this is negative. And now you can see it has become positive. So therefore, the project has become break even. That is, your benefit is bigger than cost only after in the second year. At the end of the second year, now you are in the positive side. Right? So your benefits have go past accumulative benefits have go past accumulative cost. So break even happens during the second year. And this is after third year. This is this plus this. And that is this. And that must be same as here. You can see when you subtract these two, you get this. When you add these two, you get this. And this cumulative value must be same as this. Okay. So any questions? They have asked you to even, so you can see this is the NPV value. And they have asked you to calculate the return on investment as well. So what is return on investment? Return on investment is same as profit percentage, but you can use the discounted values. So you know profit percentage is profit divided by cost into 100. Your profit is net present value, time discounted profit. So therefore, that is 343,400. Then discounted cost, total cost. Discounted total cost is this 366 and 600. 600. That is discounted total cost. This is NPV. Sorry, this is NPV. Or profit, time discounted profit into 100. Okay. So how much is that? Let's use your calculator, because you can use the calculator. 343 400 divided by 366 600 into 100. So your return on investment or the profit percentage is 93.67 or 93.7 if you go by 1 decimal place. Okay, that is return on investment. So this is NPV value, time discounted profit, divided by time discounted total cost, because profit percentage is profit per 100 unit cost. This is time discounted accumulative cost, time discounted accumulative cost into 100. So that is how you calculate the return on investment. So any questions up to this point? Because we never know, right? Maybe next time also they will give us same question. So usually every other year or maybe every 2 years, you get this kind of question. If not in second paper, definitely you will have question on first paper then, most of the time. Question note 2. Because according to the new syllabus, this is where you get the calculations. So maybe next time they will ask about break-even point. When it is, in which year you get into the cumulative profit bigger than cumulative cost. Still, you need to go through this calculation. You need to go through these calculations, discounted values. Or they will ask you to calculate IRR. Very rarely they ask about IRR, because in the new syllabus, they have not even mentioned about IRR. So that is one big question, right? If you miss it, right? So you get only 0 marks. 0 marks. Because that is the only question. That is the only question we have. Right. So second question is just you need to mark true or false. Okay.